Okay, we're already in hell, so don't worry, guys. This is not going to get any better.
The applications hell. The applications hell. The origin hell.
Yeah.
The modern use hell.
So-
the future
so-
use hell.
Let's talk about AI, bro. Let's get into this doom of the day, gang.
The doom of the
Because I
day.
actually am so curious about it.
So AI, right? The rise of AI is what I well, actually we titled it AI of Doom, but
AI of doom.
the rise of AI. So
Impermanent.
where the fuck, what the fuck, and how the fuck?
Before
Where
I
is
was your
that-
chat GPT and I was just doing my paper and I ain't got no water left.
What is AI? What is AI? So for the people at home that don't know, AI is artificial intelligence, right? Artificial intelligence, iRobot, nigga. Artificial intelligence at this point is like
It ain't even artificial.
so many. Yeah, at this point it's so many different things, right? And they use these things in
It's like ingrained
like
into
everything. It's literally
everything.
ingrained in
Yeah.
everything. But basically what it is, in the most basic way, if I was trying to explain to my mom what AI is, AI takes data, compiles data that humans have already learned, and makes it so that you
It
can
gets them
access
faster.
that data not only at the touch of a fucking button, right? Like in the palm of your hands, anywhere, anytime, but also they utilize that data to make predictions about fucking the future,
Yeah.
about XYZ thing, depending on where they're applying it,
That's what I was
right?
gonna say.
It's
It's
kinda
to
like-
write a song, write a paper.
Yeah, exactly.
Do
Everything.
anything.
It's kinda
Because
literally
they're
everything.
using that past knowledge.
Yeah, it's
and-
kind of like an internet like super boost is how I think
Yes,
about it. Like
or
if
super
you,
brain
you know, you
type shit.
press enter and the shit'll scour the internet in like 0.5 seconds. It's like AI will do that shit quicker and compile
yeah.
everything in front of you, like in a synthesizer. where it
and
takes
then
you
this
a
write
way,
your
it's
shit for you
essentially-
too if you need it.
Yeah,
Literally,
which
it's
takes-
essentially just a shortcut that's
Yeah.
implemented in
Basically, a
everything. that's
fat ass shortcut, and you can see it working too. You press enter, and you see it like scouring through all the sources or
Yeah.
whatever, and it'll give you an AI answer. But how did he do that?
So that sound good. How do they do that,
How
right?
do they do that?
It don't happen in thin air.
Yeah, it definitely don't happen in thin air. We'll get to that. But that sounds like, what's the problem with that?
Yeah, that's an
Human
innovation.
Human innovation, right?
Stop hating, gang.
Into the future.
Well, one problem, and we'll get into it really briefly, is AI videos and deep fakes. So if you don't
Yeah.
know what AI videos and deep fakes are,
That video is not real.
that video
We
is not
know
real.
that some of y'all are moms and pops and watch the Jaam. Watch the video 9 times and ask your kid before you send it or believe it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, these
The
AI
video
videos.
of them
Also-
dogs standing at the doorway blasting whoever answers the door with water is not fucking real.
Also, well, if you don't know what deep fakes are when they basically take someone's appearance face using like facial recognition technology, which is fucking crazy. They take their face, they put it on somebody else, they make him dance, they make him into a dog, whatever the fuck it is. Sounds harmless until you have what we did see recently, which was the shit with MLK and the shit with Robin Williams, right? Robin Williams was an actor. I used to really fuck with Robin Williams just because I used to watch hella his movies.
He was great.
Robin Williams ended up committed. I can't remember when, but like years ago, maybe like 2015.
2011, I think.
Oh yeah,
I think it was 2011.
2011.
We were young.
It was when we were young, but Robin Williams, he ended up committing, and as tragic as it is, for some odd fucking reason, niggas still decide to like make deep fakes of him, and send it 2014.
It was 2014.
2014,
Yeah, I
yep.
literally just Googled.
For some odd reason, niggas decide like, okay, we're gonna make deep fakes of him and send it to his daughter, his living daughter.
You know he was born in Chicago?
Robin Williams?
Just found that out. Yeah.
Was he?
was
I
born
feel
in
like I should have known that. I feel like I did know that.
Send it to his
I used to watch a
daughter.
lot of movies of that nigga.
They sent it to
Yeah, they were sending the deep fakes to his daughter. Also, with MLK, they were sending deep fakes of MLK to Bernice King,
And
which
they
is
did
his daughter as well,
It's
right?
either his daughter or his niece.
Or his
but
niece.
they
Hold
did,
on, I think I have it in here.
That AI video of this nigga Martin Luther King screaming like a gorilla.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that
Like,
all that
violently
shit.
I
screaming
saw
like a gorilla.
a video of him talking about I have a dream, then screaming and jumping on a wheelchair and doing like a skate trick.
Nut shit.
That's where we're at.
One, guys, empathy. Charlie Kirk. Rich.
Let me put this nigga Martin in a meme real quick.
Yeah, because that's funny.
Bro, like that's jokes. That's funny.
Yeah.
bro.
But also, right? I'm just trying to give you that is a practical application of how this shit can get turned left, right?
It's just lighthearted. It's not that big of a deal.
What happened?
He's like, that's just lighthearted. You know, it's not.
Yeah,
it's
but that's
joke,
a
man.
practical thing, right? Where it can get taken out of context. You never want. You got niggas like Jake Paul. They got videos they making of that nigga Jake Paul being like gay and shit like that. He trying to sue niggas, all types of shit.
He came out and addressed that, all the shit in the world.
Yeah, which is like, I mean, you getting fucked behind closed doors. You might, never mind. But
Getting fucked in them fight negotiations. Nigga.
realistically,
You dance
bro,
5 minutes, then you don't.
Not only like, sorry.
Say
go
no,
ahead.
say what you
I
gonna
was
say.
gonna say, like, even with the suing shit, like, cause like I don't know if you were gonna get into it, but even like it's gotten to a point where you see like they're sending it to their families, but also like the porn side of it. Like there's
Yeah,
women getting violent
Getting
and don't be in
violent.
that industry, deep faking they face and all.
they're putting like actresses.
Yeah,
I
I don't
putting
wanna-
a face on like shorties that's on like P-Hub getting fucked.
Yeah.
So
Making
niggas
fake
could be.
videos of
We're in hell.
real people.
We're in
I
hell.
don't wanna
Don't worry.
derail it, but Megan Thee Stallion, I think she sued one blogger because somebody made a deep fake of Megan Thee Stallion performing like some wild shit, and then that blogger didn't repost it, but she was telling people to go look at it because I guess she has like a gripe with Megan Thee Stallion. She's getting sued right now. She's done for.
Wow.
Yeah, done for.
Insane.
No, she's
We're-
done for.
we're in hell.
She's done for. Yeah,
Bro,
we're in
2
hell.
years ago when the Super Bowl was happening, bro, Taylor Swift literally had to come out because
yeah,
the
I
amount
remember
of
that too.
deep fakes on Taylor
Yeah.
Swift were ridiculous.
That
bro.
did
You
happen.
would go on Twitter, a hellhole, mind you, not even your feed, and you'll see some shit. You're like, wait, what the
Yeah.
fuck, bro?
Yeah.
Niggas be smacking they
That
shit. freaky
content
niggas.
moderation wasn't so bad after all.
So obviously AI, right, is bad, right? As what we're no. Sorry. Obviously AI is not bad, right? It's not bad in its entirety because there are a lot of applications, AI being used in the medical field, AI being used in transportation and like public
Them
service.
college research, I'm telling
Like,
you.
yeah, like, no.
I understand it. You be down in the doldrums.
Yeah, no, it's real, and that should be decent, right? Let's get into the other applications though. This is the shit that I didn't know about, and this shit is scary, I will say. And we'll also get into the final application with why this cares, why we should care, and we, I mean niggas. You know what I'm saying? Black people. So what is Meta? So what is Google? So what is Palantir, right? And everybody been saying it, Palantir, right? We've been hearing that shit all year, right? And I'ma keep it a bean. I didn't really know what the fuck it was until I did the research on it. I do the knowledge, you know what I mean?
Do the
My
knowledge.
nigga Deontay Kyle and shit. I didn't understand what it was though until I did the knowledge, and fuck. Okay, we're already in hell, so don't worry, guys. This is not
I'm
gonna
about to
get
say.
any better.
The applications
go.
have been hell. The applications hell. The origin hell.
Yeah.
The modern use hell.
So-
The future
so-
use hell.
we start at a very familiar place to some people and a very familiar place to me, Silicon Valley. You know what I mean? Start there and shit. If you don't know where that is, goddamn, read a book. But if you don't know where, or not where that is, what that is basically where all the tech, millionaires, billionaires, computer, fucking
Apps,
smart people,
CEOs.
apps,
It's the mecca for
CEOs. It's the
technology.
mecca for technology, basically. Yeah. Them niggas. So here's what happens, right? Which is, you know what I'm saying, this might come as a shocker to some people. You know what I'm saying? JJ, if I give you $10 right now, you might go, you know what I'm saying, take that $10. Well, say you had no money and I give you the $10. You might take that $10, you know what I'm saying, save a little bit, maybe spend a little here, get you a little Arizona, you know what I'm saying, $1 doom, right? After giving you the $10, you spend all your $10, JJ. I end up saying, you know what, my nigga, I'm gonna give you 100,000. You think your quality of life is gonna go up a little bit more?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Cool, right? AB
Ready.
Allen, yeah, right.
Yeah, for sure.
I might give you $1 million. You think it's gonna go up a little bit more?
Nigga, we in there.
Yeah, we in there.
Nigga, my
Yeah, we
pick
rich.
be different.
I'm gonna eat whatever, nigga.
Here's the issue. Your quality of life moves up, JJ, with that millions of dollars. Does that, however, though, does it make you happy? Does it change? Does it change the necessary things, right? You done already at this point, if I'm giving you $1 million, you had 100K, you done already made money. You already got a crib probably. You got some clothes on you. You got, you know what I'm saying, a little some.
Yeah.
What about 10 million? Now you already had $1 million. You got a little clothes on.
see,
You got a
now
little
the
some. You start to get a little bored.
Yeah.
Yep. You've basically got everything you've ever wanted.
Got everything. Yeah.
10,
10 million, 100?
10, 100, 1,000, 100,000, a lot, 1 million, a lot, 10 million, 100 million,
At a certain point, it stops. Like,
when are we?
it's
when
like-
are we gonna
Not
say
that much of a
shit?
difference.
Like,
now you're gonna
damn.
start jumping off roofs and shit.
You know, I feel bad for my niggas at Palantir. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad for my nigga, the CEO of Palantir, Alex Karp, because like, man, I get it, bro. You get so much bread, you don't know what to do. So you know what Palantir decided to do? They want to murk niggas. And I'm not exaggerating when I say they want to murk niggas. I'm literally telling you the CEO has came out and been like, we want to use this as a means to scare people enough and or kill them.
What?
That is literally what this CEO has reiterated, Alex Karp. So what do you mean, Matt, this nigga saying you want to kill people? Palantir, what Palantir is? Palantir is AI that connects data together and can carry out adjacent tasks. Basically the same AI I told y'all about. The thing with Palantir is they are doing what a lot of, like, Meta's doing it, Google's doing it, all these places are doing it, even though they haven't said they're doing it outright. Google did something where they had like in their code of conduct, basically like, oh, don't be evil. That was a Google thing. That was a staple of Google since they started. They quietly removed that though a few years back.
Oh,
They've been removed the don't be evil slogan in their code of conduct because they know the route of this. Also, they're starting to make AI, like Meta's using their Llama AI and all types of AI programs, and they're giving them to government agencies to use. In ICE application, what that means is ICE is using Palantir and using those applications to compile immigration data, right? Not only just like, oh, who this person is. No. Where are you from? Like original country, where are you from? Birth date, family, job, taxes. They're using all of that, using AI, compiling that, and they are literally making a kill list or a hit list where they send it to where ICE then uses those lists to say, okay, this person's here, this person's there, this person's there. That's how they're getting on these things,
That's
right?
insane.
Now, Matt, you said kill list, but these people aren't dying. We know they're dying.
Yeah.
But you said kill list.
Yeah.
So what do you mean kill list? Alex Karp, on file, right? Not like on the record, right? Has said about Israel. We are very well known in Israel. Israel appreciates our product. Israel, they made
They
in 2015,
appreciate our product.
If in 2015, Palantir made a headquarters in Tel Aviv, and from that, right, building relations, all these things, they are using technology and Palantir, the AI technology, to not only compile these lists, but like I said, kill lists. And then I said, y'all, I was saying adjacent tasks. What are these tasks that these AIs are carrying out? The tasks that they're carrying out are drone strikes.
adjacent.
And these drone strikes are not
bombing
human
fucking citizens.
are not human monitored at all, most likely. Like not human monitored at all. They're just compiling lists. Drone gets the info. This is in Gaza.
Yep. Drone gets the
Compiling
info,
the list.
flies out.
Get the info, flies out, bombs people. Now the problem is, and this is the problem that was, oh, Jesus fucking Christ. If it's not scary enough that these niggas are using AI to find and kill targets, if that's not scary enough for you, that's not what they're worried about. They're worried about They're worried about the fact that these things aren't completely accurate. And what does that mean? That means they're worried about, we're trying to, improve the accuracy of these killings. We don't want to get civilians involved.
It's too late for that now. You already killed babies, fathers, families.
Instead of it being like, yo, let's take a step back and say, fuck. We are using drones to carry out executions on people that we as the public, as possibly even representatives, people in Congress, people in the administration, they don't know about. That's not the issue. The issue is it might be killing other people too.
So we're in a position now where these companies who are just supposed to be aiding in humanity's progress are not making the decision, hey, let's see that we have world peace because, if a country does not have bombs falling in it, then that population can get educated, could have jobs, could build up a tech industry or whatever, and maybe we invest with our AI in that. No.
Nope.
The geopolitical interest is kill these niggas. And we're working with Israel, so we're gonna help you develop the software to kill these niggas. There is no talk about ending the occupation. There is no talk about, hey, let's actually get into a new future where these people can finally self-determine and build up their own society and deal with AI in the way that they want to deal with it. Nope, we're going to use.
The problem is, I will say this, it's grim. Because the problem is, what the fuck can we do about it? And to be very honest, from what I found, nothing.
Yeah.
To put it bluntly, like, we can't do much about it right now in this way because there's so many levels to this shit. I was going through it. There's so many levels to this shit. But why is Matt bringing this up? Not only to educate, because these are something that, like, Jesus fucking Christ, like, this is this AI usage. These are the reasons why people are telling regular people to pull back on their AI usage. Even though, right, you have those corporations. These is why these things are getting.
And also, you need to know, like, bro, like, the companies that are holding this, they don't care. They're using it however
I was gonna say.
You need to understand
Niggas thought the oligarchs was in the office to just smile and get tax breaks. And even in a sense, I thought that. And it goes much
Way deeper than that.
I was gonna say the thing that I also want to stress to people is that, like you said, there's not much you can do, like, and I want you to keep what we're talking about in the back of your mind whenever you see AI, but I don't also want it to be like the problem is the problem unless you personally like stop AI, because it's the same thing with climate change. You could personally go buy yourself an electric car wherever you want, but
Taylor Swift still gonna be,
but
you know what I mean?
70% of the fucking fossil fuel emissions that are heating up the planet come from big corporations, because they're building the plastic shit, they're making all the shit, and then they're dumping all that shit out.
We
so
can
you
only
stop
make a dent.
Yeah,
But
so
they still gonna keep going and
I
erase
could,
that dent.
I'm about to say, so
Yeah.
I could stop, and I'm not a nigga who's been using AI like hella anyway, so like it's not gonna be like a big part of my life. But it's, again, you need to keep that focus on these companies.
Because that's what it is.
Are-
It's the
that's what's so
awareness that you
important.
need to bring around the companies. That's why it's bringing up. Talking about the companies.
Yes.
Because I want to get into, there might be a handful of people that's like, well, I don't use AI at all. I don't know shit about Palantir. I'm too old
What
to
that
be
got to
fucking
do
with
with
that
me?
AI. What does that have to do with the black communities? What does that have to do with XYZ? I had to find an application in the black community, which there's many, right? And this is where we start to get into environmental racism. Now, I want to bring up a comment that we got from this nigga. And the nigga in our comments was like, environmental racism? What? Y'all making up? Y'all just making shit up.
I know.
Nah, gang. These are real things that have been happening for a
Ignorance is
long
bliss,
fucking time.
nigga.
Ignorance is really fucking
I'm
bliss,
telling
right?
you, people be hearing these new terms to them and be like, there's no way there's an argument behind it.
Yeah, no. There's a lot of studies behind it actually, and
There's bodies behind it.
yeah, there's bodies behind it. There's a lot of bodies. This ignorance is bliss, right? And it may be cool for you to be ignorant, but people that live in these places, people that experience these things like head on, right? Even in our case, right, with the shit that's about to happen with the thing they're gonna build at the up north,
shit.
that the quantum,
the shit.
yeah, right.
Headquarters.
But another place I want to talk about, right, is XAI, right? That's Elon shit with
I heard
Grok,
about that.
and the town of Boxtown or Boxtown, Memphis, right? Hold on, let me make sure it's Boxtown. I'm pretty sure it's Boxtown. Yeah, it is Boxtown. Boxtown, Memphis, right? So let's start there. So where is Boxtown? Memphis is southwest Memphis, Tennessee. It is a actually, I got some history on it. I'm bullshitting. Boxtown began as a community of emancipated slaves and freedmen shortly after the signing of the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863, and it existed as part of the Shelby County on the edge of Memphis city limits. Now, let me give you a fun fact about Shelby County before we get into this, and I want you to keep this in your head the entire time we go through this. Shelby County, right, included in where Boxtown is, Shelby County historically leads the state in emergency room visits for asthma. Now keep that in your head. It leads the state, right? So what are we talking about? Elon Musk has built up a data center and it's not new, right? It's probably like a year old now. He built up a data center in Boxtown, right? And this data center has, if you're wondering what a data center is, let me catch y'all up. My fault. If you're wondering what a data center is and where it aids in AI is, AI can only be ran through these massive ass data centers where they use a lot of chips, right? They use a lot of computer chips. They use a lot of processors, shit from NVIDIA.
Yeah.
And that's where that loop happens.
So for the people that are still kind of like lost a little bit, if you own a PC, PC uses power. Sometimes they can use air. Sometimes they can use water.
The reason why they use water is because in a PC application, right, that water cooling, it cools the actual system down much better than air does, like the fans do. That way you get better processing power, you get faster, you get more data, etc. It's the same thing with data centers. Only these data centers
Are fucking
have like
massive.
200,000 of these processors in them.
Yep.
And they are being water cooled like a motherfucker, right? Because of that, not only is it damaging to the environment, the water, but also the pollutants from the generators that are used to run these data centers. In AI's case, they have 35 methane fucking turbines.
Wow.
Methane.
In their case, they have not got a single permit on them bitches.
Not a single one.
So this is how they got around it, right? How did they
Lob a noob tube in that bitch. Blow everything.
how did they circumvent the shit, right? How they did it was they set it up really fast. They had it up and running very fast, and also,
When Elon was running around in the government.
yep. And Elon was like, yo, it's okay. They're temporary. We chilling.
Temporary.
I want to ask you this question at home. If I want to go outside and I go into the middle of fucking Michigan with a lemonade stand, and I'm like, yo, cops, nigga, it's temporary, nigga. What they gonna do to my black ass?
Get the fuck out of
And-
here.
18
you
squad
go-
cars.
Are you
Yeah.
tweaking?
And you go to a place where it's
You might not make it to the next day.
leading,
And they
people
and
getting
then they
asthma
were
and
lying
going
about
to
how many
hospital.
fucking generators they were using. And we got satellite imagery that said that it was way more on than what these niggas was letting on. And the cops aren't doing
Not doing a
Jack
damn
Daly
thing.
squad.
And what he was saying, why you need to know this. This is so important to know this because it's a narrative control. Because when the narrative is already like, okay, well, this place is leading already and people going to the hospital for asthma. So, nigga, I can get away with this shit. And then at that point, you won't look nowhere.
Yeah,
Nope.
You won't have
So
you won't
there's
have
there are people screaming at us behind the screen because, okay, environmental racism. It's not like that nigga Elon was like, I'm gonna put it here.
Yes, it was.
So let's talk about Boxtown. In 1960, here we are. Historically.
Fuck.
In 1960, and it happened before this. And it happened before this as well. But let's go back to 1960. In 1960, the annexation of Boxtown was proposed, and redevelopment efforts kicked off in 68 and 71. Right? Now, annexation, they wanted to bring Boxtown into this is Memphis, right? But obviously it's not like its own, like I was trying to find the shit on the map. Like it's a real weird place. So that's why you annex them, right? I'm saying like bring them in.
around that time when they talk about Emancipation Proclamation, like towns that got formed during that time
Because
like,
people were fleeing the South.
yeah.
Or
So, like,
even not, they weren't fully fleeing the South because it's, but they were either fleeing the South or they were trying to just make a community, make a place for them, the freedmen.
Because Tennessee, I believe, was a border state, or they fought with the Confederacy. I don't remember, but so you have like little towns that were incorporated with like black residents that were slaves that were trying to escape. Like shit.
So redevelopment efforts. Well, Matt, why would they need redevelopment?
They have no fucking money.
Because not only did they have no fucking money, in Boxtown, in the 60s and 70s and up to the 80s, and this shit blew my fucking mind. These niggas didn't have indoor plumbing. These niggas didn't have streets. These niggas didn't have paved roads. These niggas barely had phones. These niggas, this is the extent of this. And this, I'm not talking about the fucking, it was so far. I'm not talking about the 30s. I'm not talking about the 20s. No, I'm talking
60s
about
to the
up
80s.
up to the 80s.
No plumbing nor street.
Drake
The
was born in
80s.
85.
To the 80s.
All right, let's go through
These
it, right?
niggas did not have plumbing indoors.
Let's go through it.
insane,
They started these redevelopment efforts and proposed the annexation of Boxtown, but nothing by 1975, nothing really changed, and electricity was still not even there. Half these
What
places,
the
these
fuck?
houses, these homes didn't have electricity.
in the
Niggas had
United
lanterns.
In
States of America.
75.
In 1975, in the United States of America, the most powerful country, there are places that don't have electricity. Y'all talking about Africa?
So, y'all talk about Africa. Okay, let's keep going. Man, how does that prove it's environmental racism? Okay, cool. In 79, they were reported to have the most dirt roads, houses lacking indoor plumbing and electricity, and no public transport. On top of that, they didn't have a mail system, so it was not mail getting in and out.
Just off the
What are
fucking
we
grid.
talking-
This was
off the
fully
grid.
off the grid. Mind you, this is at 79.
Southwest
This is the
Memphis.
80s. 79. In April 1980, County Commissioner Minerva Jonica speaks to the residents of Boxtown about filing a class action lawsuit against the city for lack of services since their annexation into the city of Memphis. Britain, right?
Yeah.
They end up dropping that lawsuit because the city comes out and says, okay, we hear y'all. We're going to allocate $3.7 million in improvements over the next 3 years.
3 million.
3.7. What was 3.7 mil back then?
It was a decent amount. It was a decent amount. Probably like around 10.
Not enough to
Not
incorporate.
not
in there.
Hell
not
no.
enough to not enough to, you know what I'm saying? But 3.7 million, at least they're getting something. They said they're going to invest a lot into the roads. They said they're going to get the sewers. They said they're going to get all these things in the next 3 years. Ask me if those 3 things happen in the next 3 years. No.
Nope.
No.
Niggas stole
Actually,
the bread.
by 1982, there were still reported cases of people not having indoor plumbing. 1982. 1982.
I'm damn near getting
Indoor-
If that does not piss you off that these niggas didn't have indoor plumbing in 1982, I don't know what the fuck will. Continue. Reverend T.C. McCrae took Moon Landrew and U.S. Representative Harold Ford on a tour of the area. This is in, I think this is a few years later, on a tour of the area, which after other efforts, right, they started lobbying, they did like a 90-day thing to basically pull money into it, right? They end up securing $12 million in federal funding for Boxtown, right?
Okay.
Ask me how much of that money got allocated towards Boxtown.
Oh, it's 1982, which means that should be Ronald.
$1.7 million.
So they just
Out of 12.
They basically just
And
said,
the-
fuck that town.
And the reason why is because they said it had to go to different communities around the area in Boxtown because
wow.
they called it a special project that required extra attention.
What does that mean?
Extra attention, and y'all didn't have streets since the 60s. Extra
attention.
That needs
$1.7
extra
million
attention.
out of 12. Extra attention.
What the fuck?
Didn't even fulfill the prom. Y'all made them. Y'all shut them up about the 3 mil for years.
Yeah, these are historical. Ronald Reagan. That's why I brought him up earlier too.
Reagan.
These are historical efforts. These are historical efforts by representatives, white people, city administrators, all this back then to fully just underfund these places. Why?
Don't give a fuck. It's
They
niggas
don't
living
give
there,
a fuck
and
if
they don't have
niggas
any
live
money.
in there. I want to make sure we have time for the Patreon question. So I'm gonna run through this last part really quick. And this is all I have to say about it. There's a lot of shit we've been talking about, but I want to give us some hope. And where I think I found hope in is, guess what I found out?
What you found out?
Do you remember Justin Pearson?
Yes.
Justin Pearson
Yes.
of Memphis. He been talking his shit, and we just locked in on his ass, and we was like, damn, that nigga cold. Guess what I found out?
What?
Memphis Community Against Pollution. It's an organization, right? That is out there right now on the ground doing shit, helping in Boxtown and other places in Southwest Memphis that have been historically fucking underfunded and just discarded.
Yeah.
It's led by and it is headed by, I believe, I could be wrong. Sorry if I'm wrong. His brother, Keyshawn Pearson. Bang out.
That's insane.
Black man. So I see him. Shout out him, right? Because I see him literally yesterday. I found him and I followed him, and he followed me back this morning when I woke up. And I'm like, hey, not only did this shit just
What?
oh my fucking God. Cat fucking just followed me. What?
Cat who?
Cat, the girl that's in, yeah. For the 9th district of Illinois. The
She
girl
running for Congress.
Congress.
Yeah, running for Congress.
And so is Justin Pearson. I
Yeah,
believe.
and so is Justin Pearson. Shout out Cat, shout out Justin.
Hey,
Yes,
we,
sir.
so I'm about to say, so this is what we got to do.
Yeah, so this is what we gotta do.
Yeah.
If y'all want to go check out Keyshawn's shit, I checked out his shit. His shit is hard as fuck, doing a lot of on the ground work. I definitely want to see how we can get involved as well in that shit, and also just learning shit about the shit because it's real.
Being
Environmental racism is real,
Yes.
and these are the actual effects of this AI shit that these billionaires, these oligarchs aren't telling you.
Yes,
about.
being aware of this shit is so pivotal.
Yeah.
Genuinely, because the shit, we're not talking about environmental racism for no reason. Even when you talk about like niggas want to put the National Guard in Chicago,
Yes.
Southside Chicago.
Yes.
You want to know something that'll drastically reduce crime rates is environment in place, building public parks,
Yup.
fucking
Nigga,
having
some foliage.
having common areas,
grass.
some foliage, a trail, something.
Damn.
Like, when you show that you have upkeep in this area,
Yeah.
it'll psychologically impact the people
Yes.
there. Even if niggas don't have money, it's just nicer to exist
Even
in a
us.
better
That is-
environment.
Even us.
Yes.
Where we used to live versus where we live now has done so much for my mental. Not only because like just the peace that comes with living there, but also the efforts that the community makes to not to involve you into the environment.
Yes.
To mend or not mend to mesh nature and vines and trees and parks and all
Because
of these
that's
things
what people-
within the actual community.
Because that's what people need. And that's the thing is that individually, like you can make your choice to move out to an area if you have enough bread to do so. But on a societal perspective, for the people who are less fortunate, you have to show that you have some degree of care for the well-being of these people. And if I keep fucking seeing that every time you niggas decide we don't have any care for the well-being, it's niggas. Well, that's what we call systemic racism.
Yup.
That's what it is. And
That's what we call environmental racism.
Whoop-de-doo.
Whoop-de-fucking-doo.
Yup.
what he, bro, that shit. One, I didn't even know all of that. That is
Yeah.
crazy. And it's so
Insane,
important that people know that because environmental racism is so real.
Yes.
And it almost ties to like going back to what happened with the shit in Chicago. Like the only reason that it's happening is because Chicago niggas, they correlate. So you want to attack, and that's when, to me, like that's why it even confirmed even more to me why the No King should have never even been a conversation.
These niggas, this is what I will say. These niggas, right? I need y'all. And now y'all know I'm educated on it to an extent. Y'all educated on it to an extent. We learned something today. What I need y'all to stop doing, stop letting these niggas act like or gaslight you into these things not existing.
Yeah.
They do, and even or even stop letting these niggas gaslight you into these things being fucking ancient.
Oh.
These things aren't ancient.
I'm about to
They're
say-
happening right now.
And that's
these
why
are
it's so-
these are examples of systematic racism and environmental racism right now.
Yeah.
There are
The
the NCAA is actively trying to sue XAI
NAACP?
or end up. Oh my god! Every fucking time.
NAACP.
Yo, NAACP. I'm going to fuck it up if we go somewhere.
I was
But
gonna say, though,
NAACP is
that's
actively trying to sue these niggas right now. These are real things happening right
And I
now.
was gonna
that's
say,
what-
Yep.
stop letting niggas gaslight you into thinking that just because these things exist, that you're a victim and you can do nothing about it.
Yes.
People like to take that victim. I saw Deontay talk about it. Yes, black people are victims of the shit. The people in Boxtown did not fucking control whether or not these niggas decided to build their fucking thing.
That was
And
like
and-
what, $15 million they could have had.
Yeah. So, in the same way that, yes, black people are
Robbed.
victimized in that sense. But you niggas get robbed of your imagination when you let these dumbass niggas be like, nah, none of this shit's real because they call you a victim. No, black people were victimized, and that's why I have an innovative way to try to solve this problem. This country can get some shit that we never got before if you listen to the niggas who diagnose what the problem is.
Yeah.
And that's why
You niggas, they want
bro,
you to stop talking about it because they want to perpetuate the problem.
Yeah.
They want to do it in your
like
ignorance.
therapy.
There's no.
That's
there's
why
no
it's blatant.
room-
like therapy.
There's
Yes.
no room for conversation. The narrative has to be consistent.
Yeah.
And we have to stick with it.
Thank you for watching this long. If you haven't already, f***ing subscribe. What is you doing?
What is you doing?
What are you
doing?
doing? You think we just sitting here doing it for nothing?
You think you're gonna sit here and not do
Need
shit?
to
Like
eat.
hear this shit.
Click that I know you're not subscribed. Click it. Cool.